Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back. This video is for the Virgos, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising. Before I get started, this is a general reading, so if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I will have linked down below in the description box for you. We are back in business, back on track, back to the routine. Thank goodness. I know you Virgos appreciate that. This is going to be your typical 4-card spread. Looking at the energy coming in for you, or the energy that you need to tap into during the month of April, any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing, Virgos. Because we're dealing with Aries energy for most of the month, looking at where you need to tap into a little bit of that cardinal Aries Ram energy and take initiative. And then as always, a soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this reading, okay? So to start, the first card you've got coming up is Home. And this is 10, which breaks down to 1 amplified by 0. So with that, to start with that, Virgo, you're coming into some new sort of chapter, some new sort of energy, some new sort of cycle, and it's amplified by 0. So this cycle that you're coming into is pretty important for you, okay? Now, you've got home energy here, and I'm laughing a little bit because it's like, well, you ain't got no choice but to sit your ass at home, but that's not what the energy is. This home energy, I more so pick up on this sense of returning to the sense of self. Virgos, you are very hard workers. You put a lot of energy into making sure that the things that need to be done get done. Virgos are very, very diligent. However, sometimes that means that you don't lend the energy needed for yourself to yourself. This home energy tells me that during the month of April, as we start this new astrological year, that you need to take a little step back and give yourself a little bit of love. Take a trip home, and literally that is to return to you, to figure out what it is that you need right now, what it is that you want to do right now, and what it is that needs to be worked on, what needs to be shifted around, all of those things, because you got this new rejuvenated energy and this new cycle coming in with this numerical energy, right? I'm going to go a little bit further into that home energy, but I do want to talk about the next card that you have coming up, which is in the crossing position, and it is the 7 of Air, which is the 7 of Swords. And this is crossing your home energy here, and this is another card of the self. In this Dreams of Gaia deck, this card resonates with this energy of, you know, spiritual clarity, of really understanding yourself, of really being enlightened in the way that you are progressing and growing on a spiritual level. But this is in a crossing position, so this is telling me that, Virgo, during the month of April, you do need to return to yourself. It is okay. We are underneath Aries energy, and y'all know when Aries ain't operating on their light side, people like to call them selfish. But listen, sometimes being selfish is not always necessarily a bad thing, quote unquote. So it is time for you to be a little selfish during the month of April, because you've got some things to figure out. You've got to return your energy into this space to where you feel comfortable and where you feel content. And with the 7 of Air being a crossing energy, this does tell me that there's a little bit of a disconnect. There's a little bit of discord there. And I don't know if that means, you know, you're in a position to where you're like, I feel like I can't focus on myself, or if you're doing things that you know are just not good for you, whether that be bad habits, dealing with the wrong types of people, putting the wrong shit in your system, you know, whatever that may be. You guys are earth signs. On the shadow sides, earth signs are really prone to negative vices. Just to throw that out there, just to keep it completely real. So, you know, if you got some stuff going on during this month, is really the time for you to really try and kick it, or really try and start to improve upon that. So if you watch my videos, you know that I often talk about turning these obstacle cards, these crossing cards, into upright supporting positions. So we want the 7 of Air to become a supporting position for this energy of home, right? So this is a card about spiritual clarity. This is a card about really gaining the knowledge of self to bring yourself into this home energy. So turn this into an upright position during the month of April. And how do you do that, Virgo? You've got to take some time to tap into a little bit of air energy, because this is an air card here. This seven of Swords is an air card. Tap into a little bit of mental energy and just give yourself some time to think. Think about what it is that you need. Think about what it is that does not serve you. Think about what it is that is kind of holding you back from the things that you need and the type of energy that you want to be resonating in. All right. To go a little bit further into that, you've got the wisdom card coming up in the position of where you need to tap into this Aries cardinal fiery ram energy and take initiative. And on a literal level, I believe it has to do with just finding your peace of mind. So this could be as literal as, doing some puzzles or, really cracking open a book and reading something. But on a bit of a higher level, especially with that Seven of Swords card there, this wisdom card, I believe, has a lot more to do with your mental, a lot more to do with your zen. I think you need to take the month of April to take some time out to really get in touch with yourself. And when I say that, I mean meditate. I mean really get reacquainted with the self. I'm really into meditations and listening to guided meditations. So my suggestions for you, Virgo, are to hop on YouTube and literally type in the types of meditations that you want to hear. I would suggest things in regards to clarity, things in regards to connecting with the higher self. I feel like that's the most important thing for you during the month of April, is that you need to get in tune with your higher self and figure out what it is that you need on a spiritual level, so that you can incorporate it into the physical. When you do work in the spiritual or on a higher level, when it manifests in the physical, you reap the rewards and the benefits of what you have sown. So there's work to be done here, but there's a disconnect for you guys in regards to your connection with your higher self, and this is a time for you to reconnect with it. So do some meditations, do the things that make you feel like you, or that make you feel at home, and that's going to bring you into this point to where you gain this wisdom and figure out exactly what it is that you need to be, like I said, resonating in that home energy, in that energy of being comfortable with what it is that you've got going on and what it is that you do and who you are. Okay, now last card that I have coming up for you, Virgos, in this spread is in the position of your soul message. And you've got the color red here. And normally people are like, oh my gosh, red is so alarming. No, red is associated with our root chakra, which is our base, our foundation. And with these messages coming up in regards to your mental and your peace of mind and your zen and, really getting yourself back into this space to where you are content with the type of life that you're living, Virgo, this red card is coming up here to say it is time to look at the root. Red is associated with our root chakra. It's time to look at your foundations, time to look at your finances, time to look at, your stability and your habits, and do the work there that needs to be done in order for you to make this home card all that it needs to sounded like I'm from Jersey. Make this home card all that it needs to be. When you come into this home energy, when you come into this new chapter, into this new cycle, you want to have a connect with your higher self. You want to be in this space to where you have a peace of mind and you understand all the things that have transpired and the things that are transpiring, and you want to be at peace and you want to be at ease. This card, the message on the card is to free yourself from pain. Clear your root chakra. Clear out the things that you do not need to build upon. During the month of April, work with some red stones. I got red jasper here. There's fire agate. There's bloodstone. Bloodstone's really a good stone for clearing out negative energy within the root chakra for sure, and so is red jasper. Aragonite. Shoes, smoky quartz. What else do I got here? Onyx. Black stones are good for the root chakra too. Okay, but really do some work on, really look at your foundations and look at how you're building upon your foundations during this month, Virgo. Okay, get a little bit of red in your life. Free yourself from pain. Clear out the shit that you don't need. Clear out what you don't want in your home. Period. Point blank. Whether that's in the physical or whether that's in the spiritual. Get rid of what is no longer serving you and what is taking up space. Okay. And take the time to meditate to figure out what that is and how to do so. All right, y'all, that is your spread. I hope it provided you with the insight that you were looking for when you clicked on this video. If you feel like you need your own personal reading, you can book one with me, which I tell you how to do so down in the description box below. I also got a few videos up right now that I would definitely suggest y'all check out. The Aries new moon video is up. We'll be dealing with that energy for the next month. I did put up a video about Saturn moving into Aquarius. It's a lot of wild shit happening right now, and it's very Aquarian. Watch that video. I did a coronavirus reading as well because I just feel like the people need to know. And what else is up? Oh, and also the April Pick a Card tarot readings. those are all my shameless plugs. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.